Hey guys, this is me and George. About a week ago, he and I looked at a game between him and a lowly player, which happened to be his brother. The point of looking at it was that his brother's playing moves that are so strange to a Go player. And George is left with, well, how do you what do you do with these strange moves? And it was a surprisingly beneficial viewing review. So we're going to try it again. So George is the Blackstones this time. Angus says 12. He might be up to 7 from what I understand it. We're the Blackstones and we played here. So now it's George playing strange moves. So that's perfectly fine though. And then played away. Now there happens to be a specific thing here. There's an open skirt. So if George were to play here, it allows White to play a very natural move exactly where he wants it. So I'm glad to see that George said, no, that's an uncomfortable approach for you. White, kick, and here. Okay. Well, let's look at this idea. We have 2 open skirts. So whoever plays first gets the advantage. So that seems wrong. So kicking with the plan of just settling, I like it. But White plays away. Now we have to judge White A versus Black B. And I think White A is significantly more valuable. George does not agree. So let's look. Before Whitestones, I mean, everything's in the right spot. It's a very pleasant. Well, for Black.
N4 is too close though, right?
Say it again.
I thought N4 seems a bit over-concentrated for White.
Well, let's look a little bit. Let's play this out. Let's say Black responds and responds. And now White will probably start something. As we look at this is just a very simple way to move forward. And now I'm doing the Tawari. I'm taking off N4. I think White's bottom right group is feeling awkward, and I love a White stone at N4. Right? There's this gap here. The group as a whole is not entirely, yeah. So I kind of like it there, is what I'm saying.
I think I played in the other corner because there'd been more moves in the bottom right corner played. So it seemed that the left corner was bigger.
So if that's the case, go ahead and take the other corner. And then here, I'm on the wrong button. So assuming this, and then White plays here, and you can just make that exchange. Better for Black. You have more corners, yeah.
Okay.
So it's all a bit awkward for both of you here.
Yeah.
Yes. So you punished White. White did not punish you. You got to save. So White playing over here is not punishment. That's just, you didn't, he gets to choose Joseki. That's it. And that's fine. But this Black move, say again?
Although you say that D5 is slow for Black, right? I should be taking the empty corner.
That's a good question. So if the point is, this is the 4th move in the corner, and this is the 5th move, Therefore, I'm playing the fourth move, which should be bigger. Well, the first move's even bigger. That's why I suggested up here, if that's the question.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine. That's valid. But back on this board, you punish him. He doesn't punish you. Oh, this is just fantastic. I mean, you're like, I want to say a whole stone ahead here. I mean, that's pretty big. And your next moves, there's so much you can do here. Okay, there's there. Uh-huh. Yep.
I guess that P17 move was strange, right? Asking me to connect like that.
This is AI likes this Shirseki for white.
Okay.
You could go this way. Let's take a brief look. Then what does white do? If white comes out, I think black's very happy here. Solid looking corner. White's in trouble on the right. White's group on top isn't great. It's fine, but it's not great. So this seems very positive. So taking the corner seems reasonable. Playing here, thick. Giving white the corner if white wants it. Little difficult for black here. I mean, black might even be able to cut this. So here, little scary. White's getting so much out of this. So maybe in this case, corner would be better. But this is a rational move, right? Playing strong in the area. Yeah, I don't think so. The best you can hope for here is to make this sente. Well, just play there.
Yeah.
So for me, my first choice, A. My second choice, something like B. Hit that stone. On top, you can't cut. White can go to the corner, side, center. I don't see a lot of weakness there.
And the Hane, it's M15. That just gives white too much, right? Pushing from behind.
Well, let's, there's two approaches. What should black do? That's approach one. Approach two, is this a good move for black? If it turns out it's positive, but it's not what we want to do, then that makes it an overall negative, even though it's a positive locally. For instance, if you should be killing this stone, and locally it's positive, but white lives, so you see what I mean? It's two different subjects. So let's answer, what should black do? Are we on a good enough page at the moment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. As always, our first question, how's my A group? Well, it's not too much to say we have three options for health. We can get in the corner, we can escape, and we can attack at least one white stone. And we can't get surrounded. So it's not too bad for us. What do you think so far?
Yes.
So it's hard not to count this as a very positive option for health. Getting out, very positive. Next, bothering 3 or the Hane because of white's cut. Pretty hard to call us weak. We look at what the thing that scares us the most. So easy to escape. So I'm not seeing the problem. Sound okay so far? Okay.
Yep.
That leads us to part 2. I mean, I want to play here. I assume we're going to play on the A group, but we better find a reason first. Okay. We're okay. How's black? How's white? Two groups. You just got to say that C group is fine. We can't cut. He's out. Okay. No attacking C. So the B stone. Well, black is all around it. On the other hand, he's So all white has three options for health. There's no valid attacks. Well, that leads us to defending D or playing in a big open area.
Mhm.
One thing to notice, D and E both, we're talking about a big area. That's what we're talking about. Because everyone's fine, go play in a big area. Are we on the same page?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we can respond around A, which we would really like to do, and it's one of the big areas, why not? So E, very big area, but if we can do something in the upper right, big area, and do something, then it's a two-purpose move, while E is one purpose. I'm assuming so I'm thinking A is Sente. Now we can cut what we have attacked white. And we get a good handle in the corner, giving us a base. The group doesn't have a base. Yeah, but you're okay. True, I'm willing to walk away. But if I can get a base in Sente, I'm pretty happy. So I would start there. Finding the purpose is harder. Intuitively, everyone plays it right away. So let's assume black, and we'll put it here, white. I'm all over this stone. I'm playing in a big area, bothering white tremendously. So that's probably the sequence I would play personally, and I think it fits the list, which is what we're trying to base it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah. So you're saying that move in the corner isn't necessary, but it's a big plus for us. I mean, actually, now looking at it, I think I would be quite concerned if white did drop down there, then white suddenly, white's group is much healthier, and we have three in a row, so we're suddenly kind of struggling, I feel. But you don't think it's a necessity playing there?
So the claim here is that our A group is healthy, and we've supported that. Next, what happens? Well, just walk out. Everything's fine. Oh, but white has really big moves. Right. Size. Now maybe black will decide to do this. We still have corner access, and he still can't surround us. So, okay, then we'll play this one. Yeah, white's getting stuff. That's why it's such a big area. It's like a double Sente move, right? So, big move, one purpose move, big move, multi-purpose move. So, yeah. Nice capture.
Yeah, I mean, I was planning to capture to sacrifice, thinking that I was, getting quite decent exchange from it. But white giving white that strength is not good for black, presumably.
Yeah. I mean, this is a fun little Tsuji here. Black. If white goes for the kill, that's Sente to kill something. And white only has one eye now. So that's a cute little sequence. So white does not kill you. And now you can capture the cutting stone. White's falling apart. Okay, so we're here to see if your move, how does one respond to strange moves? So we're here, and we're not concerned about weakness because white is so pitifully weak. Okay. So yes, we're cut. And if white all of a sudden gets strong, we may well capture the cutting stone. Okay. White plays here. We can still have a move before we capture the cutting stone. This still saves the cut. The cut is saved. So that's an important thing to remember in this whole sequence. It's about the cut. Okay. Our A group, he just attacked us. I would love to respond. There's an obvious move that I don't get yet. So what's white do? That's the question. Give me a white move.
Q4 and then cuts.
Q4. I get it right?
Yeah. Was that Mr. Bad Move?
White says, please surround me in the corner. That's a little dangerous.
Yeah.
So it looks like this one. Let's go real basic here. He saves. This is a big threat. We could play this and we're healthy. I sure would like to play this, and I believe we can. Looks good for us.
Yeah.
Any points of interest there you want us to look at?
Yeah, I'm just considering if black can even just play away, because also I don't see a very good follow-up for white. I think it takes 2 white moves to completely capture those stones, and there's still quite a bit of argy there.
Okay. We can go in direction 1. We can clearly go out to the center. And 3 is a statement of white's awfully weak there. Now 3 is unclear. Is that an actual option for health? Well, it's not like you're about to kill white. So at least 2.5. So the idea of, I'm going to treat that group lightly and play somewhere else. Okay. And white says, aha. And if you just say, yeah, they're still not dead. Okay, you can't go that way. Great, I'll play away. They're still not dead. You can run away. You're right. So you can play these lightly. So are they valuable stones? I think so. I'm looking forward to this move, which separates the A stone. I'm seeing a lot of things available here, so I like the A stones.
And also white went too far with N4, right? And if we just sacrifice it, then we lose more.
So I don't know what goes on here. So I'm going to play here and just ask him, which direction should I go? And if here, and he saves, then what? Out? He has to capture and start in. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly an awkward situation. You went away, which is in effect supporting B. Now, to support our B stones, we usually play this one. But you're saying, no, here's the point of interest, and it involves B. So I agree, it's good. Yeah. Let's say white plays here. What do you do?
Tiger's Mouth comes to mind.
2 weak groups. That's a positive exchange for white.
Yeah.
What, something like this? Pitifully slow. White makes a nice little jig because he's so happy. So I think.
But then if I play the Tiger's Mouth and he captures my 2 stones, he doesn't actually capture them, right? It requires 1 more move, and
Right.
he's weak on top.
The point is you have 2 weak groups.
But then if I'm treating those two stones lightly, would you still call them a weak group? I mean, if I just come out now and put pressure on his top group.
Okay, so, I've decided to treat A lightly and B lightly. I'm going to sacrifice them both. Sure, very possible. But there's no denying black has two weak groups. And that is a classic bad idea.
Okay.
You went in a direction where I'm hearing a lot of excuses. Now, it might turn out, but why would you go out of your way to make two weak groups? You don't have to.
The way I see it is that I haven't really invested much into the A group.
Or B.
But white is heavily in on top, so therefore I'm going to jump out with B and put pressure on his group on top, at which point my A group is kind of coming back to life because I'm putting pressure on his.
So jump out. I have a weak group, I'll jump out. Next.
I could S15 maybe. No, it doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah.
White's bottom right, getting awful big, and you still have a weak group.
Yeah.
So I totally understand what you're saying. And we say this correctly all the time. But here you stepping into two weak groups. It's just going to turn out poorly. So instead, if we say, white's really weak right there, let me hit the weakness. Well, he's got to play here. Let me hit the weakness. What's he going to do? This one, that's a little scary for white. Corner is not alive. So probably here, he's still cut. Black goes to survive. Now let's look at the same thing. I don't have two weak groups. I only have one weak group, which I've declared to treat lightly. And white is weak because he's cut. And if he saves the cut, he doesn't have any eyes. He's undercut on both sides. Very different story.
Okay, so the difference is here, black is much stronger and white is weaker on top.
Yeah. All because white has a glaring weakness, and we say, I would love to cut you. I just can't. Oh, what's second best? Second best is, the aggressive. Well, he's just got cuts everywhere. And you're making a base and removing his base. That's all positives.
Mm. Yes.
For viewers, George, I'm getting a real heavy echo.
Okay, 1 second. Let's try to fix it.
Okay, we're testing again. No echo. Okay. Any idea what I was saying?
I didn't hear the last 10 seconds of whatever you said.
Okay.
What you
we are here. Oh, right. George is standing up to me and arguing. When he got up in the nearly dawns, he started up with this, which really thrilled me, because instead of, oh, sensei, I respect what you say. What you say must be true. No, he's forming his own opinion and he's standing strong in it. That's a very excellent thing to do, even though he's a bit of a whippersnapper. Okay. Tari, only move. Connect. White's corner's in great jeopardy. Okay. Let's just for a moment, might just be for my benefit. We might ask, is White's corner alive? I don't like the question because all the way back here. We have an entire right side thing going on. It's still going on. Our group is not finished. Don't go killing things until you're finished. So we don't need this. White cannot escape. No need to surround if he can't get out. Instead, let's fix our weakness. Whew, gone. This adds tremendous support to our A group, hurts his B dramatically, and if he spins another move at C, we're very happy. So this is, I don't see anything for this move, other than you defending your group, but B's a better way to defend. Kind of weak.
Yeah, although I guess now that I spent that whole move connecting out to the top group, then perhaps this makes more sense now.
Yeah. White can now start saying, I'm going to live on bottom. Well, we can start making exchanges. Yeah. I'm not sure I would. I just like this so much. Playing strong here just affects everything so much. This leaves a pretty big weakness. Yeah, just remember there's a real,
Yeah,
you're leaving a weakness. I don't like this direction. There you go. I believe I'd play it here because of the over-under. Same move. I'd test the waters here right away. See what's going on. Something. Now, you're getting out for what purpose? Not for safety.
I'm keeping white split, right?
Remember black A surrounding white when it was already surrounded? Now you're going to split white. White's already split. White can't connect. White can touch, but white can't connect. And with your move, white can still touch, just not connect. So there's lots of positives here, but I don't quite see the reasoning. Let's walk it through.
And I guess if white comes back and connects, it doesn't really mean much anyway, right?
Well, I don't see how white can connect, but
that's true. Yeah.
So our A group, fine. His B group, rather pitiful, but it can just escape. I mean, I attack you, I run out. No real attack, just escapes. So that's for the future. Our C group weak, we could consider working with that. Are his two D stones weak? No, they're out. We can't capture the two D stones. So locally, we can defend C or walk away. Now, since his B group is so weak, I love just playing big moves and just bit by bit, watch it get more and more in trouble. Eventually, I better run for 0 points. Yeah. Okay, out, which is a good looking move. It does a lot of things and I like it. I want to play this move so bad, but I can't support it in my head. He gets, and you start the surround, right? Surround? Oh, yeah, we're not weak here. Cut him. Yeah. Oh, he wants to cut our two stones off. The A stones. If he cuts our A stones off, the B side, perfectly healthy. It's only the A side, and they can run. Get, at the very least, getting a whole bunch of liberties. So I don't mind being cut if we capture white. So white says, I cut you. And we say, I just run away. I'm going to chase you. Just run away. He has 1, 2, 4 liberties. We have more. We've already won. Making sense? Yeah. Now he's got a lot of liberties and maybe can live. Get used to surrounding,
Yeah.
corralling. Yes, whole thing. I see. Yeah, seems necessary. That doesn't. Just a second. If we do nothing, what's he going to do? That's no good, right?
Mhm.
That means his move is to save. We're fine.
Yeah.
What is that? So, one thing this is making sure the wall gets out. Well, go kill him. And if your claim is he's already dead, then why are you getting out? So I don't get this move at all. Killing, living in the corner, working with your sea stones. These are the points of interest, right?
Yeah. I guess I kind of feel like I'm working on a potential moyo while defending my stones. And if he lives in the middle, it doesn't affect
I see.
any of my groups at all anyway.
Okay. So we want to take area 1. Wow. Talk about a task. Well, yeah, but as I do that, I get to defend my D stones, which aren't weak. None of it makes sense. So you're falling into the vague generalities, which, I mean, yeah. My students, they'll play moves, and I'll go, that's a mistake. What do you mean it's a mistake? Defending my group, making a moil, preparing for this. Yeah, lots of good things. A full 60%. Very positive, but not near 100. Yeah. So D doesn't need defense. You can't be serious about a moil. So either kill with A or work on your sea stones. And if you don't like the B corner, you can just, that's done, and white's in trouble because that's a big wall you're pushing him into.
I would be a little concerned with playing there because I think that my D group only has so many liberties. White's not that far from being alive in the center. So I might end up with 2 weak groups.
Which group is weak?
My A group only has so many liberties, but actually White's relatively weak on top.
Well, your A group can't get surrounded, right?
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
and he's horribly weak at D, and you can kill him at E. There's just nothing.
Okay, so me forming a new group with C is completely fine. Yeah.
Oh, sure. You're very prepared. No weak groups. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
And
sure.
since we're here, let's look at I don't know, let's go the aggressive way. White's going to play this and then connect. Okay, Tari. If white saves, holy cow, complete success. So what's an alternative? White doesn't save. And then anything we want. Threaten to kill this whole thing, anything. And then whatever white does, connect, and it's very positive for black. Yeah. Here. Yeah. Aren't we near the end here? Black, this move, yeah, it's understandable.
But I'm kind of touching a weak group, right? I could just.
That's how I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather touch the strong group.
Yeah.
Nice, strong single stone, touch it, make it strong, kill the other side. Yeah. Also, you're playing next to a group that's, your black group is so strong. What are you doing? I don't know. It's just wrong on a few levels. And this, just giving yourself that much strength. Oh, getting a little lucky there. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, this game also, like the first one, his strange moves make really interesting questions.
Mm.
And I haven't seen you fall into this mindset in quite a while, where you're playing generalized moves, twisting around principles. So you might be able to use this as, I think I can do something in my head to not do that in the future. I don't know. I'm rambling.
So all of this series of games is all from the summer. So this is not something I just played, just so you know.
Good. No, sorry. I don't mean to scold you. Okay, good. Thank you, viewers. Hopefully it's interesting, perhaps even educational. And we'll catch you all later. Bye.